Yo YouTube, welcome back to another video. uh April 11th, 10:28 right now. Another calm work day. Guys know the vibes. Same shit as always. Yesterday I was talking about what was it, confidence, and just like over and over, like mental type shit about confidence. Another mental one today. Like I said, I'd be thinking about what I'd be saying before I think about it, just so like it comes out more clearer, because I know in my other videos, like I used to kind of like rush my words. I used to kind of like just like talk fast, this and that. And when I would watch back on them, like I would kind of like cringe at it, because I'm like, yo, why am I trying to talk so fast? Like, why am I trying to like prove something? I'm trying to get, like, my whole idea of these videos are just to like help certain people, not in the sense of people that need help with ads, but people that need help with like mindset type shit that could also like integrate with like ads and not integrate, but like just the whole like freelance brand skin, like starting out, you know what I'm saying, this and that, and just like mindset shifts that certain people need to have when doing stuff like this, not only with freelance brand scaling, but can also do with any type of business. And this one, I feel like, because a lot of people do say that hard work is the key to success, which it is, but there's a lot of people that do my whole like, I won't say thesis, but my whole like point I'm gonna get across later, but I'm trying to say that a lot of people think that 12 hours a day you need to work, 10 hours a day, this and that, just see success. I'm not saying it's not true, but like if I could title my videos like this, I would say something like you can't outwork a broken mindset, which I'm getting to later. You can't outwork a broken mindset. I'm just trying to think of what I'm trying to say. Because like, you ever met someone who works like 10x harder than someone else, but like still stay stuck? For example, they wake up at 5 a.m, they grind, they post content, they DM brands, and they run ads. They're doing everything right, and yet it's like they're in the same place. Nothing clicks, nothing moves. They keep asking themselves questions like, why am I doing all this work but getting no results? Let me give you the uncomfortable truth of going through this. It's not always the strategy, it's not always the algorithm, and it's not always bad luck. A lot of the times it's a mindset that silently sabotages everything. Think about this. You can be putting 12-hour days, but if your brain is filled with self-doubt, if you secretly don't believe that you're good enough, and if you're constantly comparing yourself to everyone else, then every action you take will have hesitation behind it. Every DM will sound unsure, and every like piece of content will like conviction. Calls will feel like you're trying to prove yourself to the other person, and it's like trying to pedal with like the brakes on, or like you think you have a marketing problem, but you have like a mental operating system problem. Here's a quote I love by Carl Jung. He's a Swiss psychiatrist. He said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. To me, it hits very deep, because most of us run on beliefs that we never even chose. I feel like beliefs like, I have to be perfect or I fail. If I mess up, they'll think I'm not legit. I'm too young to be taken seriously, or even who might even charge for this service. And the things that we don't even question it, but those beliefs are like a virus in the background of your system. As I was talking about operating system just earlier, they affect how you show up and how confident you sound, what risks you take, and no amount of hustle can override a broken internal code, if you understand what I'm trying to say. But let me tell you about someone I know, a guy who started freelancing at 19, 20. He was talented, had all the tools, ran Facebook ads, made content, watched Alex Hormozy videos like every single night, but he still wasn't getting clients. And every time he did get on a call, he like choked, you know what I'm saying? Not because he didn't know what to say, but because deep down he didn't believe he was legit, and that belief showed up at everything he was doing, until one day he like stopped focusing on just outreach scripts and started asking questions, like the real questions, like what am I afraid of, what beliefs do I need to rewire, and what if confidence is something I build, not something I wait for. That's my last video. And that's when things started shifting for him. I am that person, a 19-year-old. You can outwork a bad habit, you can outwork bad strategy, but you can't outwork a broken mindset. You have to upgrade your identity before you try to upgrade your income. And that starts with catching the beliefs that are quietly steering the wheel in your head. So here's something I'll say to anyone watching this video. Instead of trying to do more, try fixing the thoughts behind what you're already doing. Because if your mind is wired for fear, shame, or perfectionism, or even ego, you will always self-sabotage before the breakthrough. But if your mind is wired for growth, progress, and belief, I feel as if even when things aren't working yet, you will keep showing up like it's already done. And that energy, that's what actually attracts success. You don't need to hustle harder, you just need to believe smarter. And once you fix your mindset, your actions will finally get like the power they deserve, and what you say will eventually speak truth. What you say will eventually will speak into the world in a way. So yeah, if that makes sense to anyone, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if it makes sense to a lot of people, but if that makes sense to anyone, then you know what I'm saying, whatever it is, man, like, I'm trying to just like spit some sauce or whatever, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, once again, you can't outwork a broken mindset, you know what I'm saying. Another mindset type shit, like, just like, I'm trying to summarize it like in the simplest way I can, but like I said, it's like I keep saying, it's just a self-belief thing, you know what I'm saying. It's just a self-belief thing. It's just your conscious mind that you just need to like fix in a way if certain shit isn't going well, because like I keep saying, mindset is one of the most important things when starting out any single business. But yeah, appreciate you for watching. We'll step shit for like going to music, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Oh, peace.